Alright, so we're gonna quickly give me a quick second here. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened with my OBS, but it's making it a little harder to transition pages as usual. But yes, we are finally getting a chance to get into our video segment again. Exciting times, everybody. Get to finally see some videos. And better yet, we get to start off with Dawn somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start off with, where are we? Split Rank Crusade. Actually, something feels wrong here. Is this? Alright, give me a second.
I don't know if we watched this one or not. I just know this one's a while back.
We haven't watched it yet because I didn't add it until more recently, but... Alright, there we go. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I just had to fix the video here. Let's get started! Split Rank Crusaders.
Hey, Thrackers, can we talk for a minute?
Who is that?
Well, this is Doodlebottom. We're helping her get her cutie mark.
Oh,
Doodlebottom, what a
it's
name.
your 3 p.m. Have you attempted doodling?
We're going for some less obvious routes first, but can I talk to you for a second?
I am doing dishes.
I want to have a conversation.
I would have to turn off the faucet.
I'm going to have that then.
The deed is done.
The deed.
The dishes will now be delayed. There is no certainty when work will begin again.
I need to talk to y'all about
I love
Are
this.
they raising the price on gas again?
Yeah, apparently there was a city council vote, and they're doing that again.
I have done the research. These costs are exceeding the national
The
average.
letter we got in the mail says it's for our benefit.
That is
but
crap.
Well,
That is
yeah,
just
but
all
you know,
crap. You continue to speak of crap.
Crap though it is, we have to pay it, or else they'll evict us. And that brings us to the present issue.
I
The
feel
Cutie
like
Mark Crusader
Thurkazon
Company
is
has
just like,
been-
yeah, I know this is bullshit.
It's been crap.
It's been emotionally fulfilling.
Debatable.
Do you not enjoy the work?
No, it's been good for me, but we could debate about its emotional quality. For example, though my spirit is uplifted by the smile of a child, as any pony would be, I cannot help but notice that once we succeed at our task, we no longer have a paying customer. The stress of poverty acts as a counterbalancing weight around my neck.
Yeah, that's why we haven't tried doodling yet.
Have you tried saxophone?
I'm a bit worried it's gonna turn out she's good at jazz.
What does that have to do with doodling?
Well, doodling on an instrument is like making up music.
I see we're in the dangerous territory of future unemployment.
Yeah, so I need to ask, I think one of us needs to take a second job.
I am the second job. Between you and I and Scootaloo, there are 3 jobs.
No, I mean a fourth job.
No, I refuse. I have suffered enough humiliation as it is. I vow that we must henceforth exploit the children for profit motive.
I mean,
Oh, no,
instead of having to
Thurkazon,
get cutie
no.
marks, just don't do that and collect paychecks for years on end.
There is no other way to achieve our dreams.
Thrackazon, that's a grift. Y'all can't just grift kids.
There are entire industries based on grifting kids because they are objectively the easiest ponies to grift.
I mean, you can't ethically grift kids.
If you make enough money, they call it genius. And you won't be unethical, you'll be eccentric.
Well, I do want to be an eccentric billionaire.
Thurkazon,
What about the smiles
no!
on their faces?
I can think of no less than 3 holidays predicated specifically on lying to children. And it makes the children happy.
Hot Celestia, you're right.
Yes, I am often right. It is just rare that anyone listens to me.
It might be unethical to not lie to the kids.
And telling the truth will be spoiling the fun.
And if we lie, we could scale the business. We could sell anything. We could sell scented candles that promise they'll give you a cutie mark.
Water filters that extract the failure out of the kid.
Diet supplements that make you lose weight and you gain your cutie mark at the same time.
Actually, hang on. I have a concern.
Why are you burning down our business, Thrackazon?
What if the special talent of a child is to identify scams?
No, that can't be. How would a child even discover that?
By us scamming them.
No. Okay,
Wow,
hold
that
on.
is-
I got another letter here. Okay, hey, Doodlebottom, would you like to join this multi-level marketing company?
That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, wow! My cutie mark! This is almost as cool as the one my brother got for mitigating scams.
Okay, we're gonna just stop right there. I think that's a perfect pause for that.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm sorry, but that was like, no. In the long run, Thrackazon just saved their asses.
Well, but Thurkazon also started the process, so they saved their asses, but he was also the one putting them in the fire to begin with. So yeah, taking leave. But at the same time, that was hilarious.
Was
Anyway,
going a little too far.
Anyway, this is not it. There is an ending to this, and it's a happier ending. But in order to see it, you're gonna have to go to Dawn somewhere and check out Where Are We Splint Rent Crusaders. But now let's go
You're only
ahead.
seeing 2 of them right now.
Yep.
Exactly. There's the point. There's a reason for that. Now, let's see everything great about Labyrinth. Because we don't get enough G5 love here.
They're a series of tests that challenge a dragon's most important skills: bravery, wisdom, and creativity.
Well,
That last
this
one
is
was on the
unfortunate to
ponies.
start with. A win reduction must be given.
Hold on. Sorry, something just crossed my mind here, and I just have to bring this back.
Did we have this already?
Bravery, wisdom, and creativity.
Never mind. Sorry.
Well, this is unfortunate to start with. A win reduction must be given to Hasbro's poor scheduling with the release of Labyrinth during Make Your Mark's final run. This episode takes place after the events of Chapter 6, but Labyrinth was uploaded before Chapter 6's release. Don't they know that people hate spoilers? We met the dragons before they were meant to officially be introduced, so it was hardly a surprise. Get it together next time, Hasbro.
That is true. They actually did release this off schedule too, no less. It was it was weird. In fact, I avoided it on principle until I got to the Make Your Mark episode.
This cold open is pretty awesome to throw the viewers right
not
into the
crime.
action with the mayor stream in the middle of a thunderstorm. No time wasted. This is the 3rd Halloween episode, so of course you got to have costumes. Nothing ambitious like previous spooky outfits, but they're more glittery and perfectly in line with each of their personalities. Sunny's star pendant, Hitch's bow tie and cuffs, and Misty's butterfly hairbow, for example. Also, take note of the crown Zip is wearing. I see she kept that crown from the episode as the Misty clears when she was possessed by Opaline's amulet. Interesting reference. Also, notice the 2 different crowns Zip and Pip are wearing, both conveying their royal titles through the unique designs, with Zip being the next queen and Pip being a princess. That Unity Crystal's charm hanging from the rearview mirror. Where can I buy one? Here's some excellent comedic value. Everyone is literally sliding around and panicking for their lives, while Izzy is just casually sitting there drinking her tea like nothing bad is happening, even when the mayor stream is on the verge of crash landing. Exactly like what happened in Winter Wish Day, Izzy truly knows how to remain calm in whatever situation. Double win for Izzy. When enough ponies gather, they can turn into Sonic the Hedgehog. Cool visual there. What an iconic scream from Pip. Ironic that she's worried about her muddy dress more than her own safety. Reminds me of another certain pony. I love how the dragon's invitation is torn on the sides and worn like an old scroll, similar to those parchments that Spike would use in Friendship is Magic. I suppose he never ran out of stock. Despite this episode spoiling the surprise, here is where we get our first look at the dragons in G5! Blaze Sky's song, Lava, and Tumble are an amazing bunch to introduce. Voice actors Louisa Zhu, Chris Siddiqui, and Julius Cho do such a great job with their roles in Labyrinth. Even though we later know about the existence of more dragons in Make Your Mark Chapter 6, Blaze, Lava, and Tumble display more colourful characterizations than their G4 counterparts in this very episode. We'll talk about that later, but for now, have these 2 wins! The giant jack-o'-lantern masks are slightly ridiculous, but I appreciate the different carvings. It helps them stand out and gives each dragon a sense of what their style is like. Plus, the fact that the Dragonlands can grow pumpkins that massive makes you wonder if any of the other fruit we've seen would also grow bigger if they were planted here instead of the mainlands. This ain't no overpowered flora magic. I appreciate how each of the dragons in Tell Your Tale has their own special body shape, therefore making them seem distinctive compared to them in Make Your Mark, where they all look uniform in models. They do look pretty in 3D, but Tell Your Tale takes the prize.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
Yeah, you can add
You
more
gotta love
detail
how the
to
dragons
the
make their
animation
presence
compared
known
to
first
3D.
by scaring them before doing that little dance circling them. This is a nice insight to how much the dragons have changed throughout time. You're taken off guard until they display that it's all in good fun.
I thought we stopped Opaline's evil curse!
With context from Roots of All Evil on how the dragons were possessed by Opaline, Hitch's line is humorously reasonable to assume that there were fragments of her dark magic still lingering in them.
I think it's some kind of dragony nightmare night?
Nightmare Night? Give me a break.
It's funny again how the dragons know about Nightmare Night with Lava's distaste. This indicates that either the ponies shared some of their traditions with the dragons in the past, or Spike shared some of his intriguing pastimes with the other dragons while they were growing up. I could totally see Spike telling stories to those dragons when they were young.
They're a series of tests that challenge a dragon's most important skills. Bravery, wisdom, and creativity.
This line gives us a wonderful look into the new culture of the Dragonlands. Compare the virtues of bravery, wisdom, and creativity to ferocity and strength and determination that the Dragon Lord Torch emphasized in the Friendship is Magic episode Gauntlet of Fire.
Only dragons with my ferocity, strength, and determination will be able to finish.
In G4, the dragons mainly favored more dominant traits while shunning friendship, cooperation, and other positive aspects until later in the show. Whereas the dragons in G5 have moved away from those aggressive elements and are generally more friendly in comparison. This is the sole reason why I believe G5 has better and more varied dragon characters. This is a huge win for the generation with a new breed of Scalies, so I feel compelled to award this a triple win. I adore how the blue lines on the scroll and how the ends are shaped to look exactly like the Dragonstone.
And a fun way to welcome you to our tribe.
Blaze being the one to tell the ponies about how the Lavarinth is to welcome them into the dragon's tribe shows how much she has grown to see them as friends since the episode The Isle of Scaly. Even her voice conveys a relaxed tone to show how she is more laid back than when they first met. Blaze's evolution is commendable, so double win.
When you said dress with sparkle, we meant actual sparkles. It's very dark in the labyrinth.
How thoughtful of the dragons to request that the ponies dress with sparkles to provide light while they're in the dark. It's also a good use of foreshadowing when it comes into play during the final act, where Pip's dress reflects the light to reveal the dragon picture they have to match. Watching Sparky waving at the dragons is too cute, so I have to give it a win. Classic cartoon trapdoor. It's even better how the main six don't immediately fall through when it opens up. This time on Tell Your Tale Intro Appreciation Win, Lavarinth's music is rather jazzy and almost tropical, as if you'd hear something familiar on holiday or in the jungle with those vocal instruments. Makes sense since the episode is set in the Isle of Scaly, and the tone of the music is enlightening in contrast to the
I'm just gonna point this out. I don't recall how long the Tell Your Tale episodes were, but I think they were normally like 7 or 8 minute length. He literally has gone almost as long as necessary for a full episode and just barely got to the title crawl. So I'll give it to him for just really going into heavy detail.
Oh, I mean, that is the greatest joy of
into
this.
the nitty gritty because, these are short, quick things, and there are details everywhere.
Yeah, it's nice. I just wanted to point that out.
complete darkness of the background and the following scene. Probably one of my favorite intros in the series.
Any pony find a light switch?
I see this episode has continued the trend of having the eyes glow in the dark from the previous Halloween episode, so we understand who is who. The establishment of the first test is really daunting and I love it to bits. The lava falls, the swinging blades, and the stomping pillars, with the music helping to sell the danger. It's awesome how the first test feels like something ripped straight out of the Gauntlet of Fire again. The dragons in G5 still retain certain aspects of their ancestors' rocky culture, displaying that they respect the past while moving forward with new beliefs. Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna just stop that there. So yeah, if you want to see the rest of this, this is Cinemare Wins with everything great about Lavarinth in 15 minutes or less. I really would check them out altogether. They do a lot of talking about Tell Your Tale and all the good things about it, which admittedly many people are way too quick to trash on it when it had a lot of good stuff. In fact, I thought Tell Your Tale was better than Make Your Mark in a lot of ways. But
well, also it's a nice counterpoint to some of the
indeed.
Well, it definitely
Little Shy's version.
Well, plus I liked Allura a lot more in Tell Your Tale, but we actually got a lot more of Allura in Tell Your Tale. Anyway, Mayor Friend is a vampire, everybody.
She's what?
How does this end? You're gonna have to check it out for yourself. My Mayor Friend is a Vampire on Paramare Animation. Don't worry, I'm sure it's adorable. Anyway, next is... Well, let me just check here first. Okay, yeah, I think this is one that accidentally fell through the cracks when we didn't have a normal video episode. So it's just music. But it's still cool. Check it out at some point. Horsepowered by BGM Pony Degeneracy. A lot of fun. Now, let's interview a shipping container.
Sorry, what?
I know what I said.
Hey guys, over there is a shipping container. This is what it looks like if I were to interview it. So you're a shipping container? Yes. So what is it that you,
Okay.
It's a shipping container.
Full of all the ships, and good and bad.
If you want to see more of this, this is from Zolt the Great. Honestly, this stuff is amazing, but it's so outlandish. So just be prepared to let your mind go on it, because you will lose it if you try to really follow. And now, Triple Baka, but it's with Cutie Mark Crusaders. Okay, I think we're about middle way there. But yeah, this is from Zamboozled, Triple Baka, but with Kimmer Crusaders. I really do love the original designing of the CMC on this one. It's really nice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here.
Oh yeah, no, it's
something to do with the original song.
Maybe, but I think it's also just something to enjoy for the sake of it. Anyway, here's Rainbow's Cloud House explained.
Hey, Jay! What's the big deal?
That's the 5th time this week I've caught you sleeping in my trees, Rainbow Dash. You have that massive cloud mansion floating above Ponyville somewhere. Why don't you go nap there? What'd you do? Lose it?
Hey, that only happened 20 times since moving to Ponyville. Cloud houses are mobile homes, so figuring out where your house is at the end of the day is half the fun.
How have Pegasi survived natural selection?
Besides, I can't go back for another 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, didn't you know?
If you want to know why, you're going to have to check it out. That's Magpie Pony with Rainbow Cloud House Explained. No, that is kind of an interesting question. If it is a house is made out of clouds, I guess it would be kind of mobile, wouldn't it?
But also, because it's made out of clouds, it could get rain and...
Well, anyway, real quick before we wrap up here, here's a 20-second video, so we're only going to see 10 of it. Hey, don't judge her. Have you even tried one?
Oh, this old thing!
Yeah, you're not going to see the rest of this. You want to see what Twilight Sparkle's best friend is? You'll have to go to Mousu and check out... Hey, don't judge her. Have you even tried one? But with that...
This artist's art is so interesting and fun.
I know, I love it so much, and I really love seeing when they make another video or animation or even an art piece. They've really been hitting it off hard ever since they brought out that Rarity Snow one several months ago, and I've just been enjoying it ever since. Really glad that they decided to go onto YouTube with it instead of sticking onto Twitter or TikTok or both. So yeah, I can enjoy it in more fullness. Really do love that. Anyway, that was it because the next video is too long and it means it's time to say goodnight and goodbye for today. So we've had fun with the game. We got to talk a lot about news. Apparently we went way too hard on Hot Topic and I got beaten up by rats. Let's go ahead and do our shout-outs here for the evening with whoever is left. Starting off with Crazy Matt Capitan.
Fires, explosions, false events, Vic Yelly, Rome, things. I don't think there's anything preventing any streams on Wednesday and Thursday, so there's probably going to be something in those days.
Alright, and on to DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and be awesome as yourself.
Alright, then on to Textalian. Tech, are you there? Alright, Tech might be muted. We're going to go ahead and move on real fast, see if he comes back. Torquay.
Thanks for showing up. We'll have the bond thing here in a moment.
And of course, from the Otaku Ascended, Suki.
I'm going to bed. See it.
Alright, everybody. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Well, Tech, are you there? Alright, I guess we'll wrap up then. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday and Thursday, or at least Thursday, for Rainstorm and his awesome streaming. I don't know. Rainstorm streams. But it's awesome time either way. It's a really good time. Be sure to tune in on Sunday for Circuit's Gaming Room, where we are building up our drug empire. We also have the pre-show, which is 1 hour before the main show. We also have the Coffee House After Party, which is right live on the stream right after the show. It is only on our VOD, though, so you have to be sure you have to be here to check it out. Otherwise, you might miss it. Speaking of which, keep an eye on the Discord. Other random streams and events and fun things happen on the Discord all the time, but you have to be on the Discord in order to catch it. With that, we want to give a shout out to our wonderful chatters. First, let's shout out the IRC chatters out there. Thank you so much for Crazy Matt Captain keeping an eye on the IRC chat. And thank you to Kelsakai, Cold Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 541, Techman Tech Sally the Second, and yay, Archivers. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there. Everybody. If you're archive watchers on YouTube and Twitch, if you're live stream watchers also on YouTube and Twitch, or wherever live streams or archives may be played, however you're catching the Brony Show, however you're enjoying our shenanigans and our fun and silliness, thank you. Thank you so much. It means absolutely the world to me, and I'm so happy you enjoy it, and I'm so happy you're coming here. I don't know if you've been here for a long time. I don't know if you're just barely starting out, maybe somewhere in the middle. it does still mean a lot to me either way. I am still going to be doing this for quite a while yet. Hopefully, maybe we'll even get some new life into this at some point in the near future. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm still going to do my best for you. And I hope you still enjoy it every single step of the way. And with all of that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And we're going... funny enough, we're going to wrap it up with a song called Grateful for All by Ice Angel and Scrawn. That was part of the Ponies at Dawn playlist. And I hope you all have a great night. Good night, everybody.
As the season enters winter, as we have crossed many months, we have come up with so many moments this year. But there is one thing I realized, a moment I won't soon forget. From where I started to how it's going to how it happened. I have reached the peak and faced with many things. I do face hard moments, but I'm not left behind. And as time goes on, now it's time to recall them, to show that I'm grateful for all. For all the moments I'm grateful for all. For all your support, I'm grateful for all. Grateful for all. Grateful for all. Grateful for all. Starting with an inspiration, taking on a journey with motivation, carrying on my faith, my inner passion, to my golden bridge, my destination. I've reached the peak and faced with many things. I do face hard moments, but I'm not left behind. And as time goes on, now it's time to recall them, to show that I am grateful for all. For all the moments I'm